it was so great. It was so great. That was before Aruba was a resort island.
Well, how was it back then?
Oh, it was a very charming place. It was peopled by Dutch and whatever the original natives were down there. Beautiful looking people.
Yes.
And it was owned more or less, or a good part of it was controlled by Esso Oil or Standard Oil.
Too bad about that.
But I had a great time. It was much more fun then, I'm sure, than it is.
Very commercial now, I'm sure.
Oh, it must be awful.
Yeah.
But it was made for
Pleasure.
pleasure.
Yeah. The
Pure
water,
white
temperature,
sand, palm trees just literally leaning
dipping into them.
almost, and little narrow dirt streets with huts,
My God.
with bright red lights back in the back, you know, somebody sitting playing a guitar, and on down, and get down to where, you know, where the workers on the ship would come off and be able to go up and buy a beer and so on.
How about drugs?
Drugs were kind of hard to get, but
Do you have marijuana or something?
they didn't have pot. If they did, I didn't run across it.
call it
Yeah,
that.
they didn't have. They may have had it, but I didn't run into it. But Phil White was with me, or Sailor in in Bill Burroughs' Junkie and Naked Lunch. Sailor, you know the character?
The character sailor, yes.
Right. Well, that's Phil White. It was a trip that he and I made together, and we'd gotten off that ship, and we went looking for stuff. We went to every cinema on the island, or cinema. What do they call them?
I don't know.
Chemist. Every chemist. Pharmacist.
Yeah, okay.
Chemist.
Right, okay.
Apothecary.
Yeah, they even have those
All of the
down around
above.
that part of the world. It's true.
I know.
But at any rate, there were only maybe 4 all told. We hit every one of them. We didn't score. And in sort of a spate of disgust and so on, we went into a little tiny restaurant that was owned by a couple of Chinese. And we got to talking to them. We came up with some opium ash, which I guess they call it yen pak. I'm not sure. At any rate, you cook it down, and man, it knocks you. It really sent both of us.
Really?
Oh, it was beautiful. And
How long lasting is something like that?
Oh, it lasted for many, many hours until the captain came and asked me what I was doing back in the back, if we weren't running a dope pen back there.
Oh my
That's right.
I brought you down pretty quickly.
We had picked up a monkey in Golan. I told you about that. My
No.
pet monkey? Oh, I had this beautiful little pet monkey tonight. But anyway, I had him there. Phil and I had him there. See, we got aboard the ship. At the time, it was called a hot ship. That's strictly...
It was called a hot ship.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you why, if you
Yeah.
just control
I just
yourself.
didn't hear the word right, that's all.
Would you?
I thought it was either hot or hop. I wasn't sure which.
Oh, no. Well, either one, it would have been all right. Pots and pans. That's right. And, oh, it was so great. It was an old tropical. It had been built for the tropics, you know. They had a big thing that they pushed back after we got down a little way off the coast of, well, Florida and around through past Windward Passage, and then we pushed that thing back and all the way. We were out in the open all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, sounds dreamy.
Oh, it was. It was.
Was it hot and uncomfortable?
Oh, it was beautiful. Just beautiful in the Caribbean Sea, if you please. And we were right above our forecastle, which was down at the fantail of the ship, the very last forecastle. Actually, it was an 8-man forecastle, and by that I mean they could have bunked 8 men.
And there were only 2 of you in that?
There were only two of us,
Wow, it was like,
and the monkey.
what kind of monkey? A spider monkey?
Well, no, but he looks a little like a spider monkey, but he wasn't small enough to be a spider monkey. They have another name.
Capuchin?
Capuchin, yeah, that's what he looked like.
The black
Little
and white?
black white one. I could take my thumb and my forefinger and hold it around just above where his hip bones were.
I
And
see.
oh, he was so beautiful.
Smart?
Smart as they come.
No kidding.
And could lay you to whale shit if he felt like it.
Did it bite and get nasty?
Well, if you got him been up in a corner and started pinching him or something,
yeah.
Or if you were trying to, I tried to get him, I was going to try to get him off the ship. I could have done it without too much trouble if I could have gotten him inside of something, but he wasn't about to go in. No, and that's when he did threaten to bite, and he really started to take a nick, and I, whoa. But nevertheless, I had to leave him aboard the ship, and I left him in care
Of good hands?
of the guy that was just madly in love with him.
Good.
Well, everybody loved him. He was the star of the whole shebang.
So.
Well, he wasn't really, he preferred that. That was his territory. He didn't like it if I came busting around in there. He'd look at
Oh,
me.
really? Was that distinct? I see. He
Well,
was-
pretty much so.
Yeah.
But he would get over to the edge of his territory and watch everything that I did, believe me. And when I'd come in to shave, or Phil would come
Sorry.
in to shave, don't you know he'd watch it? And we came in one night, and this is the truth. He had gotten hold of shaving cream, and it was smeared from one side to the other. And he's sitting up there, his little eyes just, flashing like this, and just these little beady brown eyes. I said, "Hey, what did you do?" I mean it.
They get vocal?
Oh, do they get vocal? And as he saw me, I said, "I'm going to knock the hell out of you." I started over to him, and he backed up, went down the ledge.
Oh, shit.
Sure. Well, I loved that little guy. And he adored Phil. He'd get up and play with Phil's ears, and he had jug ears. He'd whip his tail around Phil's neck. Crazy for him. He stole all of the morphine syrettes from every lifeboat on the ship. It was really something.
What a surreal scene.
Well, it was
That's
really,
very surreal.
oh, it was very beautiful.
Yeah,
We used to
of
get, we had a couple of old army cots, and at night, as we were, chugging along, and the water literally dances with white phosphorus caps,
Oh, Jesus
just in
Christ.
rows like this, and
Wow.
it really sends out a light, and not only that, but there's the wake that streams from miles behind.
Wow.
That's just a pathway of glitter.
Glittering, wow.
That's right, I'm telling you.
That's amazing.
And on a night when if the sky isn't just, a vast.
Jam-packed with stars.
That's right.
Yeah. The
Comets
desert skies.
with everything you've ever seen or can imagine.
I know those guys.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
That's one. Or if it's heavy weather and there are big rolling clouds, they are backed by, wait a minute, they're backed by heat lightning, and it lights the sky in such strange...
Jesus Christ.
Man, you
Wow, it
talk
sounds like
about-
a fucking Fellini-esque dream or something.
It is. It is.
Wonderful. Yeah.
The sea, the Caribbean Sea, we were on tankers, or a tanker, and the deck of the ship from the forward end to the aft end is low to the water, and you walk from one section to the other on catwalks. so that the sea washes over that
Oh shit.
during the night. Yes, you wake up
Is
in the
that
morning.
scary too, though?
You wake up in the morning and the deck is strewn with iridescent blue flying fish
Oh my
that have
God.
gotten caught.
To add to the
To-
surrealist.
That's right.
Jesus
They
Christ.
glitter in the sun.
Wow, that's amazing.
It
That's
is amazing.
What an experience.
Yes, it was. And the captain was a funny old captain man with an accent that God knows where he got it.
Jesus Christ.
He says, "By God, I think you guys have hop joint back here."
Hop joints back.
Well, whether he said joint or not, but that was the implication. I had taken the lamps. They had these lamps that screw into the side with the, this kind of milk glass.
Translucent glass.
Well, whatever, over it. They're ugly as sin, but they do take the glare down.
Yeah.
Well, I found some paint or something, and I'd taken them and painted them half so that they were throwing strange shadows.
It was doing a little lighting directing.
Well, that's right, And they had one of those,
Ceiling fans.
ceiling fan, oh my God. And he came in, the monkeys peering around a post from the side of the ship. He came in. He saw that monkey. I was afraid he was going to raise a lot of hell about the monkey. He never did.